I want you all to take a good look at this game that you're seeing on screen, this All Out War FPS. The memories you've made with this game throughout the years, or maybe the memories you would have liked to make with it. The potential here was unreal. If the creators would have just kept going, this game could still be played by thousands of players right now, today in 2023. But no, they abandoned it, and now there is almost no single chance that this franchise will ever be revived, at least for years and years. Welcome to Rising Storm 2 Vietnam, an amazing experience that I've cherished ever since it officially released back in 2017. The smell of napalm, the tons of map to play on, the realism, the community, it had everything to love, and a new sequel would have been amazing. But Antimatter Games, the studio working on it, have now been officially dismantled and are no more. The team had officially been on hold for months now, but they unfortunately no longer exist. They had the key to a Rising Storm sequel, IGI Origins, and their new Cold War FPS 83, but they have all been cancelled, which is so sad. Tripwire Interactive, their publisher, might have the rights to the franchise, but that also means no team has started working on it yet, so we shouldn't expect anything for years. But man, this game had it all. It's so sad seeing all the potential and the opportunities gone like this. So we're left with this game that, believe it or not, still has over 1,000 players in-game every single day, even when there's not one single new update in sight, and overall not a lot of communication from the developers anymore. This is Rising Storm 2 Vietnam, and Rising Storm 2 Vietnam is still to this day one of the best tactical FPS game that I've played, for the simple fact that it is a middle ground for pretty much every single FPS game out there. It is not as tactical and slow as Squad and Alma, but definitely not as fast as Battlefield and Call of Duty. It's a middle ground and people absolutely love it. It feels realistic, immersive, but also super fun, and there's not a lot of timeouts. For me, this is my kind of game because I might be a little bit too impatient to get into Squad and games like these, and I'm also too overwhelmed with Battlefield and COD sometimes. Rising Storm 2 almost get everything right. The weapons feel great and heavy, the maps are beautiful, and there's always new maps too, thanks to mods. The helicopters are just badass, and the community is always present and mostly helpful, and of course it is, since it's a tactical game and you have to communicate. People still come into the servers to play every single day. There is a lot of reasons why people come back to this game, including how great the overall game feels with its gameplay features, its vehicles, its action, but also its community that keeps creating new content for it. And thanks to exactly that, Rising Storm 2 Vietnam might never die, at least not for many years, because we do not have any experience that is like this right now. Not one actual Vietnam War FPS that exists that has this many features and that still feels fresh, with a community that comes back to it every single day. And this is why I love this game so much. I can think of two upcoming FPS games that are coming, which are taking place during the Vietnam War, including Burning Lands and Squad Vietnam, but these two games have been in the works for years, with no sign of it releasing anytime soon. We are left with Rising Storm 2 being kept alive by the players, with new maps being created and added from time to time, and they all feel so awesome. I gotta give props to the devs for giving tools to the community to create their own maps. If only they hadn't abandoned it so fast, it would still have thousands of players in game every single day, and so much more content. Antimatter Games, which are the devs, have abandoned the Rising Storm franchise to work on 83, a new Cold War FPS game, which was then put on hold to work on another one of their games. I feel like this studio was pretty much Rising Storm's only hope to get a sequel, but well, I guess things change. It is a pretty unforgiving game that once you get the hang of it, you get to have some of the most fun you've ever had in an FPS game, in my opinion. That's why people keep playing this game to this day. It's got awesome fire physics with napalm and flamethrowers, tons of cool weapons to try out, different classes to get into, super pretty environments, helicopters to have fun with or die in, some crazy ambience and atmosphere, with lots of men screaming in pain getting burned by fire or bullets flying through the deep jungle. When you start your first game, you'll definitely want to hide a lot and start as a camper, because every time you seem to run in the open, you get instantly shot. Nope, this is not Call of Duty. You have to get used to it being more like a real-life simulator. In my opinion, it has that fun side a lot more than the realistic side, but it still keeps you grounded. Sad this game has been abandoned. Like this video right now if you'd like a revival of Vietnam FPS games, and subscribe.
We are taking Alpha.